Welcome back to another video. We're going to be playing a full round of disc golf with only pre-flight number discs. Back in 2009, Innova produced flight numbers on their discs that speed, glide, turn, and fade. Tells you generally how the disc is supposed to fly. But the beauty of disc golf when it first started, you just had things that said putt and approach. This is a very long range driver. That's hilarious to me. Like, that's all you used to go off of. And while flight numbers can be helpful, they can also be very deceptive. Look at the Luna, 3303, biggest lie in disc golf. So flight numbers don't really matter. What really matters is how do they fly? So go to the field, throw some discs, and don't get too upset whenever that 0.3 that is supposed to have on the fade flips up and over. It happens. So if you want to skip the bag building in the video, check the description, hit the timestamp to go to hole 1. But let's get into what we're actually be throwing today. Starting off with our putters. We're gonna have a Champ Rhino. I mean, like one of the most exciting discs for me to be able to get out there and throw. We'll pair it up with that Star AVR that we pulled out. So we're gonna have both putter slots covered pretty well. And we're gonna get a mid-ranges, starting off with the Cobra. This is a Champion Cobra, and the plastic, this run, feels stupidly good. So I'm excited to throw the Cobra, don't know anything about it. And hopefully you enjoy me throwing some horrible shots today because I don't know anything about most of these discs. Star Crow, it just says mid-range disc. Who knows where that thing's going? This is a VRoc. It feels like it's going to be more of a stable mid-range, I think. We got a Wombat, and then finishing out my mid-range slot with a Champ Shark. This, I'm very excited to throw. Feels really good, a little gummy. And then we're getting into our fairways and our drivers. Let's use the very long range DX Viper. I don't think that thing is gonna hold up its stability. We have a Star T-Bird, classic disc, and then we get into some bunkiness with this Champion Monarch. The reason why I'm laughing is if you look at the actual wing and the rim, there's this massive notch. Why in the world would you do this? I don't know. It's like the groove, but it's like a Firebird mold. And it's so flat, it's gonna be so good on forehand. I'm just like still confused a little bit as to how this disc exists. I've never heard of it. So that's the Monarch. We'll use the Champion Sidewinder. Be a nice flip up or a roller shot. I do actually need a roller on this course. And then I've got a Champion Valkyrie. Classic disc, nice flip up, a little bit of fade at the end. And then this gorgeous disc. This is a Star FL. I have two of these. This one, a lot better condition. I'm gonna use this one today, it's prettier. And then I've got the Champion Firebird. Like literally everybody knows the Firebird. You can't go wrong, but this one does have a little bit of dome to it. It's not gonna be a beefcake Firebird like I would like to bag. And then I've got this Champion Starfire. This is probably more like a modern Firebird than the Firebird I have right here is. Super flat, stiff. I'm excited to throw this one because I think it's gonna have a little bit of a flip up for me. And then I've got the Champion Orc. Now this thing, I've thrown this in back in the field a couple times, still have some mud on it, but I remember it being a little bit flippy, but it held like forever once it flipped up. So this is gonna be my long range driver. No destroyers, kind of sad. And then I've got the Star Max. Now when I bought this in replay, I thought this thing would be a great overstable complement to a Firebird or a Fireball like I bagged today. It's not the case with this one. Again, a pre-flight number, this just says distance driver. And I'll tell you what, when they assign the flight numbers of 11305, this is more like -2-1. Like there's no way this thing is 0-5. But let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the bag building. We'll see you at hole 1. I'm gonna play Bill Allen Memorial, one of my favorite courses. We won a B tier there earlier this year, so I know the course really well. And we'll see if we can get close to 1,000 rated with this bag. I'm gonna be putting 2 of my custom stamped runs. I did like a Fury foot, a Bigfoot stamp on some JK AVRs and Yeti AVRs, which I think is, you know, Yeti, cousin to Bigfoot. So anyways, that's what we're gonna use for putting today because I have no pre-flight number, DX, plastic, anything. Those are pretty hard to find. So let's get into the video. See you guys out there on the course. It's a Star VRoc. I'm gonna be putting with just AVRs today. I don't have anything that's like pre-flight number AVR at least, but the Proto VRoc actually flew pretty well. All right, we're gonna be going with our Firebird. Still can't believe this was just sitting in the used bin. It's got a little bit more dome, so I think it might flip up a little bit. I gotta keep this a little lower, a little hyzer. Okay, so we did not keep it lower. That's all right. There's also like a plane with about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind today. We're gonna see if the Champion Rhino, how it flicks. Captain nose up, just to give it a chance. All right, well, we picked the par save up. I'm gonna go with the Star Crow. I've never thrown this before. It feels like it's gonna be overstable, so let's give it a first shot. Not quite. Slide just outside of circle here. A little step putt. Just keep up. All right, for a pretty crappy throw off the tee, we saved a birdie. Let's go with this Star Crow. It feels like it's going to be overstable. We gotta throw it on a big hyzer to crash into those trees. Popped up a little bit to flat, but it should hit. I did not hit anything. All right, so it got through clean. That Star Crow managed to just like find a perfect slot through all the trees. So I was straddle putt, window putt. I mean, the window putt seems fun. I just got to be tall. Yeah, be 6'3". I think that was a funner way to try to putt that one. So these pre-flight number ones, I don't have much that's going to go forever. I'm going to try this Champion VRoc. Have not thrown this one. And I'm going to throw it on hyzer down the right. Okay, now please stable up. Get away from out of bounds. Oh, it went so far though. This orc flew just as far as my normal drives would with the Halo Destroyer. Kind of insane. I'm gonna forehand the Rhino. We got a tailwind. Aim at that tree maybe. Now get over there. Okay, not too bad of a spot. This orc is so pearly. We got a nice headwind here. Got to switch a little bit to a spin putt whenever it's that crazy windy. I have this awesome Star FL that I think is gonna fight some of the wind that I've got left to right. Maybe throw it out just high, let it drift, and then finish the basket. Okay. Get over that hill. All right, now we actually have a little tailwind putt. That disc flew so well. Star FL landed here. I would say we're probably 32 feet. So let's see if we can get this tailwind putt high enough to drop in. I did. I thought I got it high enough. Gotta just put some more spin on that, but all good. This one I would not expect to get in this wind. Let's try to forehand this Champion Starfire. It's a lot of tailwind. I don't know if you can tell. We have about a 15 mile an hour wind out here, so it's definitely proving challenging not knowing these discs, but I know these are not the most stable. There's no flight numbers. That's the challenge. Just see how the disc flies. I love it. Skipping the basket. Oh, all right, not too bad. Not too bad at all. This Starfire flew so well. Kind of flipped up a little bit for me, even with that tailwind. Now, this little tree's annoying, but we can make this putt. So that is another birdie, this time with a distance driver Champion Starfire. Would not normally do this play, but with so much wind, I think I'm gonna go backhand. This one goes over here. Normally it's a high hyzer, but I don't have anything stable enough to fight this wind, so we're gonna do champion shark. Oh God. All right, well, at least we're gonna have a look at the basket. I am actually absolutely shocked where the shark ended up. This is a great spot. Let's just not screw this birdie up. Oh, we did. Trying to think of what I haven't really thrown yet. We threw the VRoc, have not thrown the Cobra yet. So maybe the Cobra on this little shorty. It feels like it's gonna be overstable, but I don't know. Maybe a little hyzer down the middle. Crazy wind pickup, and now it's over. That headwind is crazy strong. We got some work to do with this Cobra. Pick up this birdie. I guess we're about 25 out there. A little headwind. These JK AVRs I'm putting with do not have the most glide. That's what I get. Second putter is always better. I'm not throwing the DX Viper. It does not feel like it's going to be stable one bit. Let's see. Flipped up the flat. Crazy skip. Okay. What a weird disc. Here's where we ended up with that Viper. That crazy skip shot straight in the air. I thought it might flip up. I'm glad I threw that on hyzer because flippy. Super tough hole. I have a star Wombat. Let's see if this will flip down the fairway. Oh my God, what a kick. How in the world did I just get so lucky? Okay, I think we're gonna go, we're just gonna do a little champ rhino action here. That should scoot up there, give us a little birdie putt. Oh, it caught on the right for me. So for hole 12 here, I'm gonna go with the Champion Valkyrie. I'm gonna try to stand this thing up through the gap towards the basket that's over there. Hardest tee shot on this course. I think it got caught by a branch pretty deep, but not too bad. So here's where this ended up, kind of just dug into this tree here. Get off there, ants. I think what you kind of have is you have to flip it up here, try to push in. This would be such a sick two to get. I'm not even sure which way I'm gonna go here. Yeah, we're gonna go through this, just see if we can give it a chance. So bad. Haven't thrown this Monarch yet. So Monarch is such a bizarre mold. You see this little groove here? It's kind of like the groove, except like a Firebird-ish mold. I'm gonna throw this super hyzer and try to skip around the corner. Oh, it's straightened out. I think it stopped just before OB though. Yikes. We'll approach with the Star AVR. Accidental run on that one. Star AVR went way further than I was hoping. I'm gonna switch to this just normal Star, well, there was this. You know what? I was wrong. These are Yetis. This is the JK. I'm gonna putt with the JK. Sweet. 3 AVRs here. Your Star AVR, Yeti, and the JK. Haven't thrown the moray yet. Let's try it. Holy Heiser. This moray gotta be like the least confident feeling disc I've ever had. Thank you for catching that. It's so much more like the original Frisbees. This has to be one of the first ones they came out with. Let's throw a roller actually off the tee here. I've got this Champion Sidewinder that if I put it there, hopefully makes the Mandel. It gives me a look. That's gonna go early. It's still going though. Okay, a decent little roller shot. I'm just gonna throw this Firebird and get this to hopefully finish over towards the pin. Look at that wind pickup. And I think we stayed in bounds. All right, new day. Phone died. It's about to get freezing cold out, so I gotta get this done fast. All right, we'll pick up that birdie. We're gonna go back to the Star FL. I think it's like Firebird long. It doesn't seem to have the most like early flight stability, but it does have that late fade. Great shot. And we will take that all day. That Star FL came right behind the basket right here. And before going out of bounds, this is all normally OB. This is a good disc. I'm surprising myself with how good this feels. Kind of got like that Thunderbird flight, and it's super pretty too. We have not done much with the Star T-Bird. And by not done much, we haven't done anything. This needs a little bit of dirt on it though. It's too slippery. Feels better. No idea how this guy's gonna fly. I'm gonna assume he's gonna turn for me. Oh, it's a roller. This is literally like worst case scenario. Right here, the basket has a bunch of trees to get through. And I don't see many options to get there. I get you a roller. There's really not much except for this little tunnel gap here, which it kind of looks fun to throw. See if I can hit that gap. Oh my gosh, I did. All right, this would be a crazy birdie if I could pull that off. Fingers crossed. I really want this one. Really want it. So, probably a 20-footer. Catch it! Yes! That was a crazy little gap to hit. And that was a max, by the way. Well, we just used the max to hit the tiny gap. Maybe we can do the backhand here with the max. Keep it low. Not the best spot to be. We turn that one over too much. We're gonna get that Valkyrie forehanded up there. Ooh, we left ourselves with a pretty tough putt. It would be nice to save this par on the last hole. No guarantees though. Low. All right. It's gonna wrap it up for the pre-flight number old Innova round. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that.